quick Monad updates, some Hyperlane news regarding extension of claim time, as well as bridge updates, claims, and new routes. Let's get started. First things first, the faucets we've been mentioning in the last Monad update, they have been coming online and offline all the time. It's always tricky when a project is being farmed by such huge amount of wallets. However, gas.zip is now back online. This has been one of the more reliable ones, and you can always get yourself sorted also by simply paying through another route, which will get you more tokens, but more on that later. Competition for Monad to be the top 1% or 0.1% of the wallets has always been tough, but this route should help you considerably. It is a reminder from one of the previous routes, step by step. So with this one, we're going to be interacting with Monad, LayerZero, which is also expected to have future airdrops, Arbitrum Finance, which is also doing multiple rounds, and Ambient Finance, which is also got a points program. So starting with how to get your faucets online, this one is currently providing you about 0.3 Ethereum on Sepolia, and that is important because we're going to be using it to bridge over to Monad testnet. Alternatively, if you don't want to wait for that, then you can also just buy on testnet bridge, because this has been always the most straightforward way to get your testnet tokens online. This one is not requiring any kinds of confirmations or wallet connections. You just copy paste your wallet address and you start mining Sepolia ETH. Now, once you have your Sepolia ETH one way or the other, you need to actually bridge it over to Monad testnet, and we're going to be using Arbitrum Finance for this particular situation. So we will go to Arbitrum Finance, choose Sepolia as the starting destination, starting target, and Monad testnet as destination chain. And after that, simply, even though Arbitrum Finance is not of the best view in community right now, it is still very useful to use for some of the more unique niche interactions. And that said, of course, if you're not claimed your Arbiter round to airdrop, it's too late now, but for the future rounds, you only have a very, very limited amount of time. It's just 3 days in the last case. Right, so you've got your ETH, you've sent it over to Arbiter, to Monad testnet using Arbiter. Now, same as before, we're connecting to Monad testnet on Ambient Finance testnet, and you simply swap ETH into Monad to get some really sizable increases. Now, for other specific strategies for Monad, we are always constantly talking in the Discord how to get crazy APRs, how to mint NFTs early. So you want to be up to date, you should join the private community to understand all this. But this is a quick overview of how to continue interacting with Monad and make sure your wallet is at the top 0.1 or maybe in 0.01%. Of course, it's not just strategies. Once you actually receive your airdrop, you need to make sure to claim it in time. And Santiago, Blicky, Ramon, and I constantly post updates for everything that still needs to be claimed in every distribution and many other channels. If you want to join, make sure to check the subscriptions tab where you can find monthly or yearly memberships, as well as an Airdrop application. Keep you organized. We haven't forgotten about the NFT community we've also building for the last couple of months. It has been on shaky grounds for the last couple of weeks, but we have actually created a video update for you with Chris a couple days ago. So this is going to be live in a couple days, hopefully, and the results are much better than last month. Now, for bridge updates, you have OP rewards program rewards waiting for you for bridging to and from Optimism using a cross. And this also counts if you've been using something like Jumper and using a cross as a route, which has traditionally over the years been one of the better ways and better actual rates to get your tokens. So before Relay took #1 spot. Stargate is a LayerZero route is of course still recommended. Just remember that being just a Stargate user for future rounds of LayerZero airdrop is probably going to amount even less than for airdrop #1. And we all know that unique interactions on LayerZero, such as Superform and others, were much, much more beneficial than just using Stargate. So personally, I've been trying to perhaps maybe take a risky role with Relay. But yeah, either way, remember, use DEXs and bridges without a token, always. And we also cannot forget about Mayan. Mayan is also one of the bridge airdrop targets over the last couple of years. They have been one of the best ways to bridge in and out of Solana, but of course you can also use it for cross layer 2 Ethereum bridge solutions as well. Now, regarding Hyperlane news, of course, by the time you're watching this video, this might already be over because it is April 15th, 900 UTC, the extension of the claim. So if you maybe haven't claimed or checked some of your Eclipse or Solana wallets, make sure to do so in time this time. And some slightly suboptimal news is that currently Hyper is trading just under 50 cents. We were all hoping for between $1 to $2, but again, this is just pre-market. It does not equate to exactly how much the token is going to be worth. It's just a rough estimate, but yeah, at the moment it is looking a little rough. It is up 35% on the daily, which is great, but let's just hope the pre-market and real valuations are going to be much better. And finally, if you've been a DeFi user for several years or months, there is a solid chance that you actually have some genius score from Checkmate Foundation. This is a retroactive airdrop that you might be eligible for, so make sure to check with your wallets, probably the main wallets, one you've been using for maybe longest, and your main X account to verify all of your social activity and on-chain data. And to wrap up with some good news, we have Wayfinder's prompt token doing really well on the weekly. This is one of the maybe few airdrops who actually increase in value, at least for now, post-launch. So if you still haven't claimed or sold your allocations, probably a good idea to de-risk a little bit just now. And looking at Ethereum Layer 2s, we have Taiko and Arbitrum. Arbitrum Layer 2, Arbitrum DAO is celebrating 2nd anniversary. So you have this free NFT that is actually live still for 25 more days. So make sure to claim it if you believe this is going to be important for future Arbitrum Airdrop, which is of course expected. And Taiko, of course, you also have the claim for Taiko Trailblazers. Make sure to claim this one as well. And to make another comparison with LayerZero from the past, if you remember, people who actually use LayerZero from May 1st until the actual claim around June 20th or something, they actually received some bonus allocations, and Hyperlane has mentioned quadrillion times that they're going to actually continue rewarding users who continue using the dApps. So hopefully we get some multipliers for continuing to be organic users of Hyperlane. And that's all for time-sensitive news and updates for today. If you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe, bell notifications on. Any questions, comments, waiting for you in the comment section below. And when you're ready to take your game to the next level and stay up to date, we're waiting for you in our Discord. Thanks for watching. Till next time, have an amazing day.